I'm standing in the middle of a lake. Though I don't know why.
Night network and time for the weather.
Well, as you can see, tonight it'll be quite dark. The sky will be black all over England, and there'll be very little light indeed. It'll definitely be some degrees colder than during the day, and it's likely to remain like that until dawn. Tomorrow night? Well, no change, I fear. It'll definitely be dark again and colder than when the sun was out. And I'll leave you with a satellite picture.
Good evening. What's actually going on here, please? Who is this supposed to be?
Oh, that's my stand-in.
Oh,
You're what? Well, this is my stand-in. Tex. This is Mel. This is Mel, my stand-in.
hello, very nice to meet you. Hello.
What the bloody hell are you doing? I thought it would be a nice idea to get a stand-in to sort of, you know, well, to stand in, sort of during the boring bits.
What boring bits?
Well, the bits when you're talking. And then I'll just come on. I'll come out, you see, and sort of do my funny line, you know. But he looks nothing like you. Yeah, well, no, wait a minute, just a minute. Hang on, Tex, I'm so sorry. Could you turn around? Just try that, like that. Okay, fine, good, okay. Well, there, that's better. Well, no, I mean, fine, okay, let's go from the top. Can we have a round of applause? Take it from the top. Go from the top. Right, well.
Good evening, good... Get down.
And don't you ever do that again.
Yes, well, I think it's true to say that when we came to power, this country was on the edge of a financial precipice. Since then, we've taken a great step forward.
All right, Dalglish. You don't have to answer my questions, as your solicitor has so helpfully pointed out 57 times. But you know you did this blagging, and I know you did it as well. Oh, yes. One of your drinking so-called chums has put you right in it. Names, dates, times, the lot. What have you got to say about that?
Well, you don't have to answer that.
Well, nothing to say on it at the moment.
We've got your dabs. Your fingerprints are all over the petrol cap of the vehicle we know was used as the getaway vehicle. How do you explain that?
Well, you don't have to answer that.
No comment.
How could you pay £25,000 into your building society account?
Don't answer that.
No comment.
All right, Dagsy. I've given you your chance to make a clean breast of it. I might as well tell you now. The bank was filmed by a hidden video camera which shows the whole robbery from beginning to end. It shows your ugly mug just beautifully.
Tell me, Sergeant, are you in a position to show us the alleged video of the alleged robbery in the alleged bank?
Yes, indeed. You can watch it on the alleged television over there.
No! Put all the money from the telly now. Any monkey business, you're dead!
Oh, my God, is that thing lovely?
You don't have to answer that.
I'm standing here at Westminster. It's 12:40 on a busy Tuesday afternoon. This is Mel Smith, BBC TV, Westminster.
It feels good to be alive and see the sunshine on a high octane, feeling fit to fly. You got the energy for living, now you're really moving, and you're gonna make it anyway. You got a life worth the living, got places to go. You got the energy, you're gonna come through. It's a go-getting day and it's a happening world.
And it's an advert and it isn't true. Which one's this then? Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, Jaws 11.
Jaws 2.
Oh, yeah, Jaws 11.
The sequel.
Yeah.
The sequel. Boom, boom. Special effects by Len. Yes, yes.
Oh, this is just like the beginning of the movie,
That's
isn't it?
right, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't suspect nothing. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you see that? That's how professionals do it. Using models, you see, like boom, boom, boom.
It's all going like towards him now, is it? Oh,
See,
look,
and
there it is.
And you can't tell the difference.
That is clever.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, you can see him a bit there.
Yeah, but not much, not much. Now, watch this. Bum, 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 bum. That's her legs. That is her legs.
I get it.
You see the idea?
Yeah, I do.
See what I mean? You can't tell Got her. Now watch this bit. See that, Rice? You can't tell, you see.
No, you can't. Like, you move from one.
From one to the other. Well, it's blood, isn't it?
Oh, I see.
Blood. Well, I mean, it's ketchup, but it's blood. You see? And you can't tell. Bum, bum. It's just over there. Bum, 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 bum.
And what is this then?
Yeah, well, something like this.
Very funny. I had nothing on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I see. And it's there. And then that's
See that?
Bloody waste of tomato sauce.
Shut up.
Starving in India.
Well, you can talk. This mascara was supposed to be
Yeah, that was
waterproof.
bloody
Yeah,
clever,
but
that
you
was.
can't eat mascara.
Well, what are you talking about? We're still using that ketchup anyway.
Shut up, Len, and get your hand off my bum.
Standing here at Westminster, it's 12:41 on a busy Tuesday afternoon. I am here at Westminster because... nope. No, I forgot. No, it's completely gone. This is Mel Smith, BBC TV, Westminster.
So could we have the next question, please?
Yes, I'd like to know what the panel think about the appalling increase in the incidence of child abuse.
Derek?
Yes. Yes, Peter. Well, can I first of all say that I'm very glad you asked me that question first, because it gives me, a conservative politician, a chance to get in first with my desperate impersonation of a caring human being in torment. There is only one way to answer this sort of question, and it is to play with my pencil in a thoughtful manner, furrow my brow, and look a little bit like a wet sheep. You see, I welcome a subject where all I have to do to elicit a sympathetic round of applause is to shake my head in horror.
Sally?
I mean, everyone knows about my extreme left-wing sympathies and my tiresome ability to play devil's advocate on just about everything.
Yes, indeed.
But really, this is a subject where even I can appear ever so slightly human and mystified and really rather weedy and feminine.
I must say, I do actually agree with Sally there. Yes.
Frank?
Well, as you know, I would go as far as to say that every issue that is put before us here on this programme is in some way a union issue. But this isn't.
Thank you.
Oh, but I would just like to add this uncharacteristic note. Because, as you know, I am a strongly working-class type of impeccable left-wing credentials, and I'm expected to get extremely right-wing where matters of little kiddies are concerned. And I would just add that we should castrate the bastards.
Strangely enough, Frank and I find ourselves together on that one, I think, yes.
Well, what about a member of the audience? Yes, you, sir.
Yes. I'd like to get rational and upset here, if I may, and say things over and over again, like how awful it all is, and how awful it all is, and how awful awful it all is, to such an extent that you usually shut me up with a witty put-down, but because this is such a sensitive subject, you let me say how awful it all is all over again. Because it is awful, isn't it? It's awful. Awful. It's all awful. Awful.
It is awful.
Yes,
It's absolutely awful.
Yes, well, I think we're all agreed it is awful. And so, with one final turn to the panel to let them all nod seriously or stare at the top of the table, whichever will make them look the most concerned, we move on.
I'm standing here at Westminster. It's here at Westminster that I am standing. This parliamentary building is here at Westminster, and I am standing outside it. There is someone standing here at Westminster, and it's me, Mel Smith, BBC TV, standing here at Westminster.
Today's modern woman knows where she's going and she knows what she wants. And when it comes to hygiene, she uses the confidence of No Chance, a fresh, fragrant soap for her whole body. Except, obviously, those bits. A soap that gives her all-day protection all over, but no further down than that. A soap that gives her that creamy, caressing smoothness everywhere, but certainly not as far up as that. No Chance. Today's woman knows what she's doing, and she's certainly not going to show you her tits in the shower. No Chance.
I'm a martyr to my back. I don't mind telling you.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't mind telling me, because you keep telling me. Back.
Well, I'm glad you're so...
Back.
Well, I'm glad you're so interested,
No,
aren't you?
I'm fascinated.
Well, you know what they say?
Yeah.
You know what they say? A problem shared?
Yeah, it's a problem two people have got, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, oh, God. I went to see the specialist, you know.
Did you? Yeah. Well, there was a specialist in backs, was it?
Yeah, well, he was, so ear, nose and backs specialist. Yeah. He was up in London, you know.
Yeah, well, up Harley Street, was it?
It was just off Harley Street. It was, what's it called? Willesden High Road, you know. Just up top and on
That's
the left.
That's right, on the left.
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah. And did you go private then?
Yeah, it was a private... Yes, it was a sort of private room off the main waiting room.
I get it, yeah.
Well, it was behind a curtain, in actual fact.
You don't want all the people looking.
And undressing in front of other people. I didn't want to...
No.
Anyway, but the main thing is, that, I mean, I have got bupa, so, you know...
Well, I think it's a good idea to know, isn't it? You know. Can they treat that now, do you think?
No, bupa's like you have to cure... No, bupa is a kind of insurance, isn't it?
Is it?
B-U-P-A, you see.
Oh, what does that stand for?
Brushing uninsured patients aside, I think.
NHS, no hope, sunshine, you know.
Yeah. But he had a look at me, the doc. He took one look at my back. He was baffled.
Was he?
He was baffled. He said it was a medical conundrum.
Oh.
Yeah, you see, because the thing is, with my back, I can't stand,
no.
I can't sit, I can't lie down, I can't walk, I can't run, I can't sleep at night.
Yeah. No. Does it affect your lifestyle at all?
Not really. No, not really. Well, except for things that involve lying down or sitting or standing, you know. Yeah. So I went to see one of them.
Did you go? Oh, with the old osteopath?
An osteopath. I got an osteopath. She's a girl, you know. She comes round to my place and manipulates me bones, you know.
Yeah. Well, in your own house?
Oh yeah, she comes after Top of the Pops of a Thursday night, and you know, she gives me the once over.
Oh, yeah. Well, that sounds like worth missing the EastEnders for that.
Oh, yeah, she's sort of I don't know how should I put it. She needs me. You know what I mean?
It sounds like you need her.
No, there's nothing sexual about it. There's nothing sexual. But no, what she does is she pushes and pulls at me bones and me body.
Yeah.
And she massages me and slaps me about, and then she throws me on the floor and walks up and down my back.
Oh,
you see?
Yeah. There's no wonder you got a bad back.
Well, no. I mean, that is the cure. That.
Oh, and has it worked? Does she cure you?
Well, no. I'm not going to tell her that, am I?
Evening all. Sergeant Adolf Porno of the Yard. Well, it's been a busy week one way or another for me and Inspector Bribesy. There've been riots in North London. Terrible buildings burning down and looting. Still, we managed to calm things down and get away with 24 pairs of wranglers into the bargain. We found the ringleader and he broke down under interrogation. We didn't have to beat a confession out of him, but we did anyway, just to keep it. As for the drug smuggling-related murders in King's Cross, well, we proceeded to Mr. Biggs' flat, but he wasn't there. On the way back, we got an urgent call to proceed immediately to a bank in Cheapside. So we did.
I don't like it, Porno.
It's always like this on a Friday lunchtime, sir.
We'll use our police ID cards to get to the front of the queue. All right, stand back.
Excuse me, police officer.
Excuse me, police officer, excuse me.
Excuse me,
Please
police
take
first.
it right.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me, miss. Are you expecting a bank robbery?
Dunno. They never give warnings.
Well, in that case, I'll catch a cheque for £50. This pen appears to be attached to the counter.
For security.
What, do a lot of them escape then?
Look, use my chequebook, sir. It's nearer to the bank. Hand over the money. After it, sir.
Porno?
Yes, sir?
Did you notice anything strange about those men?
They had stockings on their head, sir.
What does that tell us?
They got dressed in the dark.
Recognise them again, Porno.
No, I should think so. Don't see too many people wandering around with stockings on their heads, do you?
Good man.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, sir?
No, especially. I want results, and I want results now.
Righto, sir.
Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1,
Everton 3.
Shut up. Hello? It's the PM. Yes, this is the superintendent. Yes. Oh, yes, ma'am. 2 of my very best men. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is boring.
You should be proud to be standing here, Porno, protecting the head of one of the greatest democracies in the world.
Protecting him from what?
Burglary, for example. It's a very dodgy area, Whitehall.
He looked a bit shady.
Who's that?
The greasy git going in number 11.
Oh, yes. I mean, anyone could come along, sling a bomb through the letterbox, couldn't they?
But they're out.
That is not the point. Some of these people would blow up an empty building as a political gesture.
Good job it's nice and quiet now, then.
That's the way we like it, Porno. I'm not sitting, I'm not somewhere else. This place, which is Westminster, is not Soho or Covent Garden, because it's Westminster, and I am standing here.
I'm a British Airways steward. What will it be? Duty-free, perfume, cigarettes, or maybe a packet of peanuts? Good evening, and welcome to another edition of 4 Incredibly Brainy People Talking Late at Night on Channel 4. With me I have Professor Hans Stocker, Dean of the University of Leiden, who's enthralled us for many years with his continuing research into 17th century theological nuances and their effect on the mannerist. Doctor, hello. Dr. Michael Leachman is director of the Franklin Institute and author of the much talked about Freud and Nietzsche, The Subliminal Connection, and Dame Rebecca Noon, whose recent biography, Dorothy Wordsworth, The Missing Years, has been acclaimed as, and I quote, unputdownable by the Harvard Gazette. And our topic for discussion tonight is one that I hope will stimulate you all. Who, in your opinion, is the best DJ on Radio 1? Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
Do you work in the area?
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with the interest you get on your savings?
Not really, no.
So if I were to show you a brilliant money-making scheme which would give you a fantastic income for very little capital outlay, would you be interested?
Suppose so, yeah.
Fine. Well, here's your clipboard. You can start over there.
Surely this parliamentary building, for parliamentary building it is, and outside it do I stand, is the most Westminstery of its kind.
Oh, great master. I've travelled many miles to be with you here today because your wisdom is renowned throughout the world. Tell me then your creed that I might spread it to the whole of mankind.
My child, you've shown great courage to come thus far, and your devotion will be rewarded. Come closer, for I shall tell you but once what I have told those other disciples who came before you.
Thank you, master.
Eye tiddly eye tie, shite or bust, never let your bollocks dangle in the dark.
Is that it?
It's always worked for me.
The place, Westminster. The person, me. The position, standing.
Hungary 1934. Sorry, you have a wrong number.
Hungary 1935. No, I'm afraid Count Khrushchev, Hungary's greatest pre-war industrialist and manufacturer of consumer goods, is with someone else.
These are splendid fantasies, Mr. Byro, but you know, we are living in 1937.
Yes, but what about this idea? That one will put the name of Byro on the map. It's made of a new material called plastic with a little metal spring, and soon all Europe will have one behind its ear. Look, I've had one made up. Next, listen to me. There is a war coming. Please, you must listen to me. My inventions will be important one day, I tell you.
Hey, Laszlo! We go down to the local inn now to eat some beetroot. Do you want to come with us?
Oh, no. I must stay in and do some work.
Oh, come on, Byro. You could do with a refill.
Leave him, Lilo. You will want to stay at home, too, if you had a beautiful wife like Byro has.
Well, why don't you go out and have some beetroot with your friends Cairo, Lilo, Silo, and Gyro?
I think this is the breakthrough. Look, if I were to take a long tube and some attachments, I think I could make a flying machine. Imagine that, Lizzie. A machine that flies.
You mean like an aeroplane? You must stop this terrible inventing. Why can't you just be a farmer like
everybody else in Brush.
Yes!
Because I'm not like everybody else in Brush. Look at me. I am a Byro.
Like everybody else in brush, and eat beetroot. Look, if I could invent something, we could have all the beetroot we want. We have all the beetroot we want. We work on a beetroot farm, for God's sake. But I want more than that. One day, I want to eat a turnip. Who ever heard of a biro eating turnips? Morning. Oh, bless my balls, Mr. Biro, you are a silly Billy. If you ask me, what somebody needs to invent is a cheap, disposable writing instrument.
What did you say?
I said, if you ask me, what somebody needs
That bit you called me a silly Billy, didn't you?
You're fired, you stupid cow! All the thanks you get.
You call that a beetroot? Your work on this farm has begun to suffer, Biro. Either you are going to be a world-famous inventor, or you will be a beetroot laborer. You cannot be both.
But don't you understand? There's a war coming. Inventions are going to be very important. Well, I say goodbye to Brush for the very last time. Georg. My brother.
László.
Help me. I've had a fantastic idea.
You have had a fantastic idea. Let's run it up the flagpole. See if it bites.
We are so close. The ball, the point, the long bendy tube with nothing to stop things from falling out. But something is missing. I don't know what it is. What if we had a mysterious little hole halfway down the tube? Yeah, but what if we made the whole thing smaller? Smaller? What do you mean, about 2 foot small?
Small enough to hold in your hand and write with?
You mean pen-sized?
My God, László, if only I had your vision.
Take this to the patent office before somebody steals the idea.
Oh, László, who's going to steal the idea? There's nobody in the house, except the butler, Bick, the cook, Pentel, and the gardener, Platinum.
You sign here, will you?
You haven't got a pen I could borrow, have you?